What's up guys, AFL Ball 11 here, back on the video, and today I'll share my AFL power rankings after the buys. Starting with last place, West Coast, not much to say. They got beat by 171 points, not that good. And 17th is a pretty easy spot as well, North Melbourne. Not much to say about them. They've showed some good signs at times, have fought well, but they haven't got there. 16th, 15th is close between Hawthorn and Carlton. I'm just gonna say Carlton 16th, because it's been the bad form for weeks and weeks. Good win against Gold Coast, but it's been bad form, and Hawthorn have been decent lately, and they've shown fight. They've fought in games, they've won games, beat Brisbane, St Kilda, so there I put them above Carlton. 14th is Gold Coast. They are 10th on the ladder right now, but it's close on the ladder in terms of points. I don't see them as a real threat compared to the other teams. 13th, I have Sydney. Sydney haven't been in the greatest form as of late, but at the start they were pretty good. They had some good wins. So I see them above Gold Coast. And above them, in 12th, is GWS, who did beat Sydney by a point, and they've shown that they've been a tough opponent, beating Freo by like 70 points. That was a big win for them, and fighting in other games, 11th is Fremantle. It's close between them and GWS, but Freo, they beat Essendon in the weekend. They can show they're still a challenger up there for finals, but maybe not. It's close, and Freo, they're the same. They're all the same. They've shown good moments and bad moments, but yeah. Now, a step ahead of the rest in 10th is Adelaide, who have shown they've got what it takes to make finals. They do sit at 8th at the moment, so it's good for them. But when you have teams like Geelong and Richmond who are below them, who I see as a higher threat than them, then they come down to 10th. So, it's unlucky. 9th is Bulldogs. They had some really good form for like a month, and they'd like dropped off again. But they beat North on the weekend, or the week before, saying that they're still here to fight for finals. They probably should be higher up in the ladder. Seeming like they should be better than St Kilda and Essendon, but they just haven't shown it the last few weeks. 8th spot is St Kilda. They are 5th right now, but they haven't beaten like anyone good, basically. They're just like still a bit average, can I say. 7th is Richmond. I have Richmond, who did beat St Kilda. And they just are more of a threat. They're always better in the second half of the season than any other team. They're really good in the second half of the season, and they seem to be a threat coming into finals. And they're getting it back up there, only 2 points out from the top 8. So yeah, they're still there, and I see them as a bigger power than the other teams below. But not as big of a power, just an Essendon in 6th place. I have them in 6th. 6th Essendon. They've shown some really good footy, demolishing Carlton in one quarter. That's just to say. They beat Richmond by a point. Who else did they beat? They came close to Collingwood, lost in the final quarter. They beat Melbourne. They've shown some pretty good footy. So them in 6th just makes sense for me. So yeah, Geelong in 5th. They are getting back in good form from how they started. They are getting back up there. They're like 11th right now. But yeah, they're a bigger threat than all Essendon, Richmond, St Kilda because they know how to do it. They won the premiership last year. They have all the experience in the world. So yeah, but they don't come close to 4th place. Melbourne. Melbourne. They haven't been really good actually, but they've got the wins. They've just been better than some teams. But yeah, the top 4 is basically just the top 4. 3rd place is Brisbane. Yeah, not much to say again. They're just the better team. They're better than Melbourne. They're going better than Melbourne. And yeah, they're going pretty well. And the top 2, Collingwood and Port Adelaide. I've Collingwood sitting at 2nd. Port Adelaide. I'll get to Port Adelaide. Collingwood. They have had some close games with some teams. They only beat They only beat Adelaide by 2 points. And yeah, they've had some close games. Whereas with Port Adelaide, they're on 11 in a row. They're first for me. But yeah, they're in 11 in a row, and they're going strong, really strong at the moment, and I don't see anyone beating them. So yeah, that is my power rankings after buys. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know what you would change in your power rankings. Yeah, see you in the next video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see ya. Goodbye.